Seconds early.
Okay.
Ready to go. All right. Any public communications?
I don't have any, and the, looks like applicants who are attending, so.
All right. We have approval of minutes of October 12th.
Motion to approve the minutes of October 12th. Second it.
Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions. All right.
I read the right ones this week.
And approval of the minutes of special meeting October 17th.
Motion to approve the minutes of October 17th. Second it.
Discussion? No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right. New applications. 35 Campbell Road, Oat Barn. Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab, I forgot to get the remote for the camera, so you can just lay it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make sure it's perfect.
Yeah.
Lights on. There it goes.
Zoom in.
You're good, Deb. It's a lot.
Don't be afraid to push buttons. Sure.
Trying to think where it
There we
And the
go.
road is.
Okay. All right, we're good now. Go ahead and explain what you want to do.
Oh, okay, well, I want to put a barn up behind, you can see that the.
You can-
Yeah.
Just show on here,
Yeah.
and it'll just, you can just point on your plan and it'll show up there.
That's all right. You can leave that on.
So where do you want me to?
So
stand?
you can just point, you can just talk to the plan and it'll show up on the screen.
Oh, my goodness, of course, now it's upside down, so it's even
Yes.
more challenging, but anyway, so my house is here and then up behind. I wanted to put a barn up here, and keeping it simple, it would be like one of those prefab country carpenter's things, and it'd just be on a slab, and that would be the, the fitting in with the regulations for the sides and the back. That's basically the only place it can go.
Now, is that blue? Is that the wetlands or?
Yeah, yes. that's
Okay.
it's down there.
And then how far is the barn?
How
from
far?
wetlands?
I don't know.
So, let me show them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the 100-foot upland review is actually this, the setback is right here. So this is obviously the blue's a wetland. It's all been flagged around there. And then this line right here
it's 100.
is 100.
So it's what, 50?
So it looks
50
like
feet from the wetland?
Well, so this corner is 45
Yeah,
from the wetland edge.
yeah.
And I know, there's a house going in right there. At some point, sort of similar distance from the wetlands. But up here,
How will you access this building?
McDonald Court.
Okay, I see. And is it, there's not going to be any utilities?
There would be, yes, I would have a bathroom in there. So that I would, this house is on a septic, but this I could connect to the town sewer, which would be quite
Okay.
exciting.
how about the water? Where is that gonna come from? The town also?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have town water here.
You own an L strip piece of property, is that the point?
Yeah, I mean,
Why don't you put it down near your house?
well, because there's other issues like where the septic system is located and various other issues that make this the smartest spot. I've gone back and forth for multiple years, and yeah, I mean, I can't really put it there because that's where the septic system is.
The septic's there.
Yes, I always was
What
familiar
about
here, so I
behind-
thought it was
What
here.
about behind?
What
the-
are behind the house?
Behind the house, that would be a really weird, awful looking, not useful thing. So, yeah, it would, so for,
We're talking about aesthetics over wetlands.
no, because it's the same, I mean, I'm still, it's not that much further. If I put it right there, it's pretty much equidistant to the wetlands. So,
It looks like a little bit more, maybe 75 feet.
what,
Anyway,
here,
yeah.
I mean, if I were to put it in the back rear of the property like there, I mean, it would just, I couldn't, I'd have to have another septic tank. There'd be lots of other, things that would have to happen.
Where is your property line on the other side?
On which side?
And the
This side,
opposite side?
this side,
Yeah,
right here
right.
and here. So
So it's
What does that red lettering say?
it says 35 Campbell Road, pin number. You mean right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't put it there?
Well, as I said, if I put it there and, I have to put a whole new septic system in there and it's still close to the wetlands. And so I'd rather put it back here and tie into the town sewer.
So I guess I'm trying to understand, so it's not really a barn then?
Well, it is.
So you're planning on
Barn
using
is
it as a
septic
house,
system?
in other words,
No.
rental property or
Don't
something like
believe
that?
me. First of all,
That's,
I'm in Noank, so it's a whole different universe.
Yeah.
And I did do Airbnb and I no longer do Airbnb and I don't ever want to do it ever again. And so, but it was fine. It was great. And I believe in Airbnb and I supported it fully and I'm disappointed, but no. So this will not be an Airbnb thing. It will not be a live-in thing, but I would like to have water up here because I have lots of gardens and plantings here and I could tie into the water and use a hose instead of dragging it all from there.
what's
So
the other existing building there that's on the way up.
yeah,
that's, I use that as like, my basic
Shit.
shed for junk and stuff that yes. But back here, I've been doing a lot of planting for, pollinator gardens and this and that and native zillions of things. And this would be, as I said, I've spent a long time I ideally would have been happy to just put a second floor in that to be able to use as my art space and stuff. But I was turned down by
Zoning.
Board of Appeals. Yes.
Yeah.
So then I said, okay, well then, I want it to be back here to put it there, as I said, since we're not, it's not really a substantive difference wetland wise for all the other reasons. It's better here. It's more use for me and I can also get to it more easily because this road is plowed. The town doesn't plow that. It's an unaccepted town road. So I suffer for that reason for a lot of, and so this would be quite nice if I, want to get in and out, I can get in and out, but
So you're gonna park your car in this barn?
no. Well, I mean, I could, but I could make it to have those openings. No, I don't keep a car there. I keep my car there, but I'm just saying, I don't get any, it's weird being on an unaccepted town road because there are times when there are big storms where it's kind of like this year, I couldn't get Russian to come. So anyway, but
Biggest concern is, again, in its perfect form as a barn, I probably would, you've made
Right.
the case for what you're trying to do, but I'm feeling a little bit worried that this could potentially morph into a residence.
well,
And then
Yeah.
what happens to us is then the residents say, oh, but we just want to do
Right.
this, this, and this, and I'm having. a
well,
little bit
it
of-
looks just like I sent the piece of picture. I mean, what I'm planning is what somebody just did in knowing catty corner to the park. I forget her last name, but anyway, there's this beautiful same place, country cupboards. I would just like to have water. I don't need to sleep in this house because I have a house to sleep in, and they don't and will not allow Airbnb unless it were, over a month. And I have no,
Yeah, it's country carpenters.
But
It's
you
Fred
don't,
Millen or
but-
Fisher, I know.
well, I know, I
Um,
mean,
But, we'll have a bathroom, so.
but I think just
Yeah.
about everybody's workshop has a bathroom. I want water.
I don't know
I'm gonna
about that.
take-
I just built one. It doesn't have a bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to have a toilet. I mean, I want water.
No. It's 18 by 20 feet.
Okay,
It doesn't have a toilet or water.
okay, well, I wanted to have,
Water.
I want,
That's the whole
I
point.
want to have, I water my plants, I water stuff. I
Hmm.
don't care if I have a bathroom or not. I want to connect to the water and
So do we know,
Turn my
this is-
hose on.
would this possibly, so could this property be subdivided and then that's a separate lot and then they're asking for
Not,
No.
not with current knowing zoning, no.
it's not big enough.
ever?
How come?
I'm having a lot of trouble with it down there.
What?
I would much more like to see it up where the red lettering is there. And if you need water down there, I would put a standing tap in there and
Do you all want to take a look at this?
Yeah, I think I'd like. to
Yeah,
look
that
at
would
it.
be, I think then you'll see, like, smushing it into the backyard, it's gonna be, and as I said, and then I have to, keep going over this, and I'm worried about just even driving over it with this building that they're bringing.
Are you driving over your septic now?
No,
No.
it's right. But I mean, I don't feel, I mean, if the bathroom were the stumbling block, I don't have to put in a bathroom. Would be happy to have it and have the outdoor, whatever you said, tap or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spigot.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I have two perfectly functioning bathrooms. So that's the sticking point. Believe me,
well, you see, the problem that you're running into here is that we've been, what do I want to say, misled any number of times about things. Oh, no,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
want to do that at all.
Mhm.
No, I shan't.
Yeah.
And then 2 years down the road, bang.
I know totally what you're
And
talking
so,
about.
we're very, very,
I live next to this, and so I know what it's like to push things, to do things that you're not supposed to do, to chronically do things you're not supposed to do, and I have no interest in doing that. And as I said, I'm one, yes, I mean, so I suppose 30 years from now, who knows what you could do with your barn? I mean, anybody with a barn, who knows, but I'm not, it is not my need or my intent, and I can't predict,
Mm.
30 years from now. I mean,
Mm.
I-
What's that footprint again? Can you just tell? me the
it can be
details?
smaller. I just sort of said, what did I put? I just had the engineer.
I measured it out. It's 22 by 24.
Yeah, but if that's objectionable, I could,
Mm.
I mean, I think I think their smallest is 18 feet. In terms of size, but I'm not wedded to any.
Mm. Yeah, I think we
particular
should look at it.
best thing is what's in that area presently.
Grass,
We're gonna go look.
Grass.
Mm.
lovely, and then you'll see plantings that I've done, and yeah, that's what's there.
We've been down.
All right, well, we ought to plan a site walk then.
Yeah,
How do you get from your house out to their, that's somebody else's property behind the shed, right?
Behind the shed.
To the right.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right
To the
in
right.
corner, that's another lot.
So this is another lot here. So how do you walk you walk, I assume, from here out to your garden? You sort of walk along in here.
That's my property there, yes.
Yeah.
So this whole thing, so I would walk up,
Yeah, okay.
um,
Couldn't tell if it was underwater or not.
no.
Let me see, you go,
Off
On the way
of
down.
Elm Street.
Yes.
that's right. And you
Up
take-
there.
we've looked at the one.
It's a sort of
next to
odd,
this,
right,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it sort of slopes up.
All right, what days you guys want to play?
Oh, Monday's
Do we have
good.
anything else, Deb? No,
You mean for sidewalk?
possible sidewalks?
No, we did all the other ones.
Mhm.
When's our-
Monday?
We
Is
have
that what you said,
one
Monday?
meeting in, November.
You have one in November and you have staff. It's
For,
for
over,
this one.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
it'll be a
Okay.
week out probably.
I mean, Monday's okay with me.
Yes,
Yeah.
afternoon.
Danny,
Yeah, later.
Monday afternoon, 3:30.
So it's Halloween, right?
What's that?
It's
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll come in costume.
No,
I can do it.
What time you want to do it earlier?
We did it, what, 3:30?
Yeah.
That was fine.
I mean, it's not gonna take all long
No.
time.
I mean, I could make 3:15, 3 o'clock would really push it.
I mean, 3:30.
Let's do
3:30 is
3:30.
fine. 3:30 Monday.
Okay,
And we'll meet on Campbell.
Campbell, I was gonna say, do we?
We'll meet on the lower road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Campbell.
okay,
Right.
okay. And this stays with you.
Confused about how to get there. Every time I go up in that area, I get confused. Yeah,
We'll send them out.
Yeah,
yeah, send them out.
Send them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
35, it's like 35 Campbell. Is
Yeah.
there- Yeah.
Yeah,
There isn't a number, but it's the last
There-
house
Yeah,
on the road.
exactly. They're not.
Yeah.
Red house.
But
So,
yeah, so-
no, there's two. So anyway,
Exactly.
okay, well, thank you.
Oh.
okay.
More,
Yeah.
explanatory.
No. All right.
And I don't know how this works, but what, does a vote have to be a majority or 100% or?
No, it's a 5-member board with one alternate, and it has to be a majority, so that's 3.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
all right, okay, well, thank you.
If everybody's attending, yes.
Anyway.
All right. That thing is down to Flanders Road. Are they gonna?
Nope, they are not, we are awaiting revised plans, but have you guys thought about classification? Because if
I
you are
know.
thinking about classifying it as major, we're coming up on deadlines. to hold a hearing.
I would definitely say it's a major.
Me too.
do we have appropriate criteria for major?
I mean, if you find that this could be a significant impact to the wetland.
Piping the wetlands
I
and do that.
drove up there again, yesterday, and again, it seems like, I know it's off property and all that, but it seems like there's a pretty significant wetland back there. I'm so not familiar.
It is, right, it is
Yeah.
off property. It's the
Yeah.
large wetland that comes, flows south past the
Yeah.
landfill.
That's what I
And it,
thought.
right, it feeds Fort Hill Brook. Yep,
I'm sorry.
it's part of the
Feeds-
Fort Hill Brook
Yeah,
system.
That's what I
But
was
it,
thinking.
but it still would be an impact on that wetland, even though it's not part of the,
Well, and this, I mean, what they're proposing is to pipe an intermittent water course that does drain to that wetland.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that, especially this time of the year, you can sort of tell wetlands because they drop their tree, they drop their leaves way earlier. Looking in there, I'm like, oh boy, that looks big. So it's hard because we can't see it because it's off site and it's not on the property and the blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I feel like if we are within our,
There's so much development
Jurisdiction.
within the 50.
Yeah.
I mean, so much hardscape and,
so much hardscape, that whole retaining wall height,
Yes.
some places being 6
it's
feet.
just.
And the fact that that swath is just so much wider than most other intermittent water.
Yes,
that
I
we
agree.
have. That's, so if you feel cool with that,
It's. your call.
I
If you guys
would
think this is a
vote-
significant impact, then
To
yeah,
make it
we'll
a major.
classify it as. a
Yeah,
major and
yeah,
schedule
motion for
hearing.
that.
I
Absolutely.
just moved, yeah.
Is there room to put it right at the edge of his property and just leave it open?
So that's something we can explore with, during the hearing, because they will have to show there's no prudent or feasible alternative to what they're proposing.
Yeah, there's a piece of property on the hill in Noank off Prospect where there's just a drainage ditch all the way down the side of his property. Wayne Bettner, you know him? No. Well, they, instead of piping it, they just left it.
Yeah, well, that won't do there because they want to cover it over.
They do want to cover it. So.
All right, we have a motion on the floor here.
Got it, okay. And this is.
Any more discussion on that? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, abstentions, none.
Okay, so I believe we'll be scheduling this for the December meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That'll give them plenty of time to get their revised plans together.
Right, exactly,
All that stuff.
exactly.
All right, well, that's 0 High Street.
0 High Street, we are waiting revised plans, so they're not ready at this point. They will
Yeah.
likely be ready at the next meeting.
All right. Quaker Farm Road Bridge,
Same question.
same thing.
How would you like to classify it? That project there.
Sort of on the fence, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, I was driving there, and I didn't tell you, but my Bean's brother has bought that house that's right adjacent to that wetland. I was checking it out for her because she's stuck in Michigan. This is a long story, but I was driving down her drive, so that beaver is really, so I was out there, I want to say 2 weeks ago, so the rise of water back there is pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
I'm inclined to say it's a major, just because of the amount of disturbance in the, with all the footings that they're gonna have to put in.
Yeah, and I feel that way too. I feel like if we classify that as minor, then that really doesn't look like we're being.
It looks like we're favoring the
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Motion to classify the Quaker Farm Road Bridge as major.
I'll second it, and just for the record,
making
I
a
went
motion.
to look at it, I wasn't here for the site.
You second it? All right,
Oh, I
any
didn't hear
discussion?
what you said, sweetheart.
No?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I went to see it on my
Oh,
own, because
okay.
I wasn't there yet.
All right, all those in favor of classifying as a major, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstentions, all right.
And that will also likely be at the December meeting.
Yeah.
I just think with the amount of disturbance that's happening there, we're sort of have to.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
All right.
I thought that was so neat that I brought my husband up to look at it,
That's
but he
cool.
wasn't impressed.
I think the stonework is lovely,
Stuff like that.
That's so funny.
Hmm.
don't you?
Would you?
Don't you think the stonework is lovely?
But it still needs to be done.
Oh, it needs to be done. I
mean,
just,
the water is.
they don't know when it was built. And it has
Yeah.
He said he was gonna try to save. some.
beautifully squared granite blocks.
Save that stuff.
They are. I asked him that. He said, yeah, they save those and they bring them to a special place and then they use them again, which is good.
Yeah,
All right, Pequot Avenue.
Okay, do you want me to roll the plans out for you, or this is,
No, I don't think you need.
okay, this is the permit modification to
For
install
the gravel.
a riprap pad at the end of the culvert for the driveway off of Allen Street.
yeah.
I
Check
assume-
one off of our box anyway. Holy smokes.
I have a draft motion for you. And the applicant is here if you do have any questions.
Wow, what copy of this?
No.
Back and forth.
Make a motion to approve the Hine subdivision permit modification for the construction of a plunge pool in the wetlands. To approve the Hine subdivision modification application for the following reason. Plunge pool will reduce stormwater flow velocity. There are no future regulated activities made inevitable by this project. This permit is subject to the 4 standard conditions.
We have a second
Second,
discussion? No, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions. I told my wife it was gonna be a long meeting.
So did I. Same as me. I was actually up in the middle of the night thinking about this meeting, and I don't normally do that.
wow,
Another chance.
yeah, you can do that next
know.
time.
We're not gonna have that guy with the guitar, are we?
I don't think so.
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Only imagine.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Bert, Steve?
It was the Walmart one on 184
Oh, years ago.
years ago. And
I don't remember the guy with
and
it.
the
Steve
guy
Burt?
came with a
Well,
guitar and he
It was
wanted to sing about the amphibians and yeah, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Feisty, we're being recorded.
All right. We have a motion on our agenda.
No, you've already approved that, and that's just for
Hmm.
you.
Oh, that's all right. So
And
that's
very
right.
nice.
We already did that.
A little graphic
Yeah,
thing.
you like that?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what it's the graphic.
Soothing colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're actually chosen so colorblind people can.
Oh,
see what it is.
interesting.
All right.
Cool.
I just want to say Annie and I are going Saturday to a meeting.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh,
do that?
nice.
Yeah. It
So we're
should be
happy.
interesting.
You'll see some conservation commissioners there as well.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
Did you all get notice of the Mystic Sustainability?
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
November 1st at Union Baptist Church.
Yep.
In the hall.
yep,
If you're interested.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna
and so
go.
what's gonna be is that just gonna be informational at first? Or
At first, it is. They're going to explain what the study is. They're going to basically, try to make contact with folks who live down there, try to get their experience, their flooding experience. And then also talk about other impacts of climate change and what could happen in downtown Mystic, how it could be mitigated both by the town and by individual property owners.
It's good. Good thing to
Yeah.
talk about that.
And
Yeah.
is it an ad hoc commission? Or what's the story about it?
So we've hired a consultant to do the study. We got a grant from the Long Island Sound Futures
Very
Fund.
cool.
There is a small steering committee that is working with it, but it'll mostly be Megan Granato.
Yep.
Can't remember, thank you. Who is our new sustainability manager. So she will be there as well as the consultants.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And remind me what time that is?
5
5,
o'clock.
yep.
5 to 6:30.
On Tuesday the 1st, yep.
It will be filmed, so there will be a video
Yeah.
posted. So,
Okay,
yeah, and this is the first meeting.
okay.
Hmm.
Filmed, huh?
And one other question, could I ask what the status on the Wolf Brook property?
We're close. I mean, we're still waiting DEP approval of the survey. But they are using the legal description that came off of the survey to give us documents. So I think that's a good sign.
Wow,
So I think we're close. I mean, the property owner really wants to close by the end of the year, and I think we're on track to do that.
oh my goodness, that's so,
Good.
yeah, so this is on Noang Ledger Road.
161 acres.
Hundreds. So we all remember it as Rich Snarsky saying, one of the
Big ones.
Yes.
best vernal pools.
Is it on the
situ-
left or the right as you're
On the
heading?
left
toward-
as you're heading.
Left,
But
yeah.
it's
Nice.
a big property. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And-
Eccleston Brook runs through the middle of it. It has an
Yeah.
incredibly vibrant vernal pool.
Right.
Yes.
And a lot of cultural artifacts.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
it's-
put-
Yeah,
When it came to us before, we put some mega conditions on it.
Didn't he sue us?
Yeah.
I thought he
He
sued us.
lost.
Yeah, he
But
lost.
also
yeah.
too, on a positive note, I mean, is it okay to say that it's a great collaboration between
Oh, it is.
a private
absolutely.
Hmm.
group? Can I say that out loud?
No, I mean, that's
It's
common
Groton
knowledge.
Open Space and the town
And the Groton Conservation
And the
Advocacy.
Groton-
Yeah,
Yep,
and the
and-
Groton Conservation.
Right. and
So,
the-
Wow.
And a grant from the state.
so it's a really wonderful thing.
yes, it is.
So I think everyone should be applauded is what I'm trying to say.
I've had some nice properties picked up over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Super.
Together we
yeah. Well,
rise.
no, I see you in all of them.
All right, thanks, thanks you guys.
All right, we need a motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
Okay,
She's fast.
got it. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Good. 29 minutes.